What's going on? Hope you all are doing well. So this is the second video I've done of this nature where I'm just kind of sitting down and talking about perspective and outlook and how I'm trying to approach things and trying not to let this crazy world take over my mindset is the best way I can really put it. So in the first video, I talked about fulfillment and a little bit about attitude and atmosphere and how that can negatively impact you and how sometimes we can add to it in a negative way, and we got to kind of look at that too. So since then, I've kind of taken a more critical eye on how I've done things and what I'm doing with my free time in order to keep myself upbeat, keep myself happy, keep myself from feeling like I'm spinning my wheels or static or however you want to put it. Just keep myself moving, moving forward. I decided earlier this year that I wanted to take a few things more seriously. One being music theory and two being audio production. As a lot of you guys may know, I self-record all of my music and I get a little better every time, but I'm still nowhere near where I want to be. So I started looking into improving my production qualities and mainly my mixing and mastering. Still not quite there on the mixing yet, and I'm working on the mastering. It is challenging. It's a monster to learn, but it's a lot of fun and it's rewarding and it's something that I enjoy doing. Music is something that I've loved all my life. So sitting here listening to music critically and thinking, okay, how can it sound more in your face is appealing to me. So I decided that I was going to put out a feeler earlier this year and ask anyone, hey, do you guys have anything that's mixed, ready to be mastered, just so I can experiment with someone else's work? All of the audio production I've ever done up until this point was for my own work. I never had a clientele, or I never marketed myself as some kind of expert because, simply put, I'm not. But it's something that I want to make progress towards. It's something that I want to learn. So I put out a feeler to get some material to work on. And this dude, Dan, reached out to me and said, hey, I have this track that I'm going to send you. From the start, the mix was awesome. So I was inspired from the get-go. And I tinkered on it a little bit when I first got it, but I was intimidated because, as I said, I had never worked on anyone else's music before. And that was a big step. I know how attached an artist can get to their music. I've been in bands before. I write songs myself. I produce the stuff, so I get it. Like, you can definitely get attached to it, and I didn't want to, mess anything up. I didn't want to take this guy's awesome mix and master it and send it back to him and him be like, oh man, you ruined it, which was a big fear for me, which, spoiler alert, that's not at all what happened, but we'll get to that later. So I had this fear and I let it hold me back for like a solid 2 months. And it wasn't just the fear, there was some scheduling things there too. I'm playing a lot of shows and I'm practicing for those and trying to learn new songs, and I've been working on my own stuff in the studio and trying to do videos, and there's other things too. But a big part of it was the hesitation. But at the end of the day, earlier this week, I just sat down with it and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. And I took everything I had done in the past on this track off of it. I started from scratch. I'm mastering this right now. And I listened back to it, I took some notes, and we went for it. So let's listen to some comparisons and a part of the track here. First, I'm going to play you the unmastered track, just a little snippet of it. Dude's called Dane the Tool, and the song is called Crash and Burn. Here is that same snippet, or close to that same snippet, mastered. This is something that I've always wanted to do, something that I've kind of let myself hold myself back on. And today's video is just about how good it feels to conquer something like that and to just go for what you want to achieve. What I'm trying to get across is that a key element to your mood, to a positive mood, is continuous forward motion. So here we go. We're diving full on into it. I'm taking on a little more in the studio. I've decided that I wanted to get an app on my phone to like keep track of my tasks and time management, and I've been doing a better job of that. And all in all, it has improved my quality of life drastically. And I encourage you guys to maybe do the same thing. If you feel like you're in a little bit of a rut, get something done. Maybe something that's been nagging you for months, something that's been hanging over your head. Just go, figure out how you're gonna do it, and knock it out. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Thank you, Dane the Tool, for sending me Crash and Burn to master as my first project. It was an honor to work on it. I'm glad you dug the end result, and I can't wait to see it get released. When it does, it'll be in the description box below. In the meantime, here's some more of that track while I roll the end screen. There's a couple more videos for you guys to check out over here. There's a subscribe button over here. I'd love to have you along for the ride, so I can see you in the next video. I will talk to you soon. Stay well.